are using all of the winds, the brass, the woodwinds, and then all of the voices. That has to do with the collaborative component of rehearsals. With just the winds tonight, we'll be doing specific parts of the music where there's dialogue between the singers and the winds, or where the winds play a particular role around the voices, or vice versa. But what it does is purify everything so that you can really hear the inner parts and you can hear the dialogue between the parts and focus on what's supposed to be the most significant line.
You can not only absorb and learn a lot from everyone else, but also contribute. And it's kind of nice to have the energy going outwards as well as coming in and absorbing things too. One of our rehearsals involved us going over a certain part of the Fauré Requiem, and we kind of took a moment to stop and isolate certain parts of the work so that there'd be two parts singing together and the other people would be listening. So we did that just to resolve some tuning issues. But while that was happening, I think that we were encouraged to just walk around the room and kind of just leave and really listen objectively. And then after that, come back and offer our input and our reflection on what had happened. So that's one example.
With traditional choruses, the chorus gets together at the beginning of a semester, and we rehearse once a week and we study our music. And about a week before the concert, we usually have 1 to 2 dress rehearsals. And the orchestra comes in, and the conductor somehow pulls this all together. And that's pretty much the traditional way that I've always been involved in a choral group. And here, where the orchestra and the chorus are learning and working together and listening to each other and contributing to each other.
You know how you sit in rehearsal sometimes and you say to yourself, you know, I wish the trumpets would play a little softer, or I wish that the alto line would come out a little more because it would really augment the passage that we're going through. That's what we can do in Calliope. As I'm sitting in the flute section, I can raise my hand and say, Julia, it sounds to me as if the alto line should come out, for example, and she would take that under consideration. And that's one of the things that drew me to Calliope, is that instead of just sitting there passively listening, I can actively listen, and my contribution actually makes a difference to the performance. I appreciate the caliber of musicianship, and I really value that level.